Welcome back to Mrs. Stewart's Crochet Club. Today we are going to make the teeny tiniest little ghost that you ever did see. The pattern is just a mini version of larger ones that I've seen on the internet, and I'd really love you to join me for this fun little project. I'm going to be starting a challenge to see who can make the tiniest little ghost. Yarn in your hand. Go around 3 fingers, make an X, and use your pinky finger to help. Go under the first leg of the X and over and pull it through. Twist, and I'm going to grab the yarn from my pinky and pull it on through. Okay, so magic ring as best as you can. If you can't do a magic ring, chain 2 and then do 6 single crochets into the first chain. Here we go. We're going to do 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I have 6. I'm going to cinch it closed. And then with my working yarn, I'm going to increase in each stitch. So that's 2 single crochets into each stitch all the way around for a total of 12. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that is the top of our ghost. My next round is going to be 12. So I'm going to do 3 rounds all the way around, no increasing. I don't have a stitch marker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the end of my string and I'm just going to place it as a stitch marker. That's what I like to do if I can't find one. And I'm going to go around 3 times, 3 rounds of 12. It's very tiny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now it's beginning to curl in on me. I know this is the right side, so I'm going to flip it so it's going the other way. I'm going to, remove my fake stitch marker and do 2 more rounds of 12. Okay, so here is how we do the arms. We're going to do 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now in the next stitch, we're going to do a bobble stitch that has 4 repeats to it. So watch carefully, yarn over, insert through the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1. Yarn over, insert through, yarn over, pull through the next 2. That's 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 3 plus the original stitch. This is the last one. So a total of 4 times we're doing that. And on the very last one, you're going to yarn over and pull through all of these stitches. Okay, and then we're going to find the next spot and we're going to do 4 single crochets. So that's one of the arms, and the next one, 1, and make sure your bobble is gets poked out. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to do another little ghosty arm. I'm just making sure that's poked out in the right direction. So another ghosty arm, and it's going to be the same as the other one. It's going to be a bobble stitch with 4 instead of 5. Traditionally it's 5. Yarn over, insert through this next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1, 2, 3, and 1 more, 4. If your hook gets caught on any stitches, always pull it out and try it again. It happens. Yarn over, pull through all of those stitches, and then we're going to do the last 3 stitches with single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Take a second to look at your little mini ghost and make sure that its arms are oriented to the outside instead of the inside. And now we're going to do 2 more rounds of 12. Let's get my fake stitch marker going here. Again, you don't have to use a stitch marker, but definitely helps, especially if you have other humans in your house who like to interrupt counting. Okay, so go 2 rounds of 12, just single crochet. 1, 2, it can get a little bit messy around here, but don't doubt yourself, just go for it. 3, the 4th one is on the base of the bobble stitch. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, again, base of the bobble stitch, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, we're back to their stitch marker. I'm going to reposition my stitch marker and go another 12. So this one is easier because you don't have to worry about the base of the bobble stitch. So just go another 12. So we're back to our stitch marker, and now we're going to make the ruffly bit of the ghost, his little skirt. So get my stitch marker out again. Now these stitches are going to be done in the front loop only, so I'll show you how to do that. So if you take a look at the next stitch, which is right here, there's 2 loops. There's a front loop here and a back loop right there. So all of our stitches are going to occur just in the front loop. So I'm just picking up the little front section there. This is important because the next round we're going to be using the back loop to close it up. So make sure you're going into the front loop only. So this first stitch is going to be a single crochet, a double crochet, 1, 2, and a single crochet, all in the same stitch. So those 3 stitches are going to go together, followed by a slip. Now make sure we're still going in the front loop only. Slip into that one and pull on through. Next stitch is going to be the same as the first one, single crochet, double crochet, and single crochet. Okay, the next one we're going to slip into the next stitch, front loop only. Okay, next one, single, double, single, single, double, single, and then slip. Next one in the front loop, remember, single, double, single, and slip, front loop only slip. Okay, keep going. We're just essentially repeating that same thing again. Single, double, oops, single, and slip. And I think this is going to be our last wave here. I kind of split my thread a little bit. Okay, let's see. My cat has decided that now is a great time to eat her supper, so sorry about that. Single, double, and oops, split thread again. Single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 6. We did it. And then we're just going to slip in to the very last one, and like so. Okay. So your little ghost should be looking very ghosty right now. And it's going to be stuffed. I'm going to grab some stuffing because it's going to be important for the next we're gonna start closing it up. So now is the time to grab some stuffing and stuff it. Now, if you don't have any stuffing, you could make it a little finger puppet. How cute is that? A nice little ghosty finger puppet. Okay, so I'm gonna go get some stuffing. Just a very little amount is needed. Okay, so I have acquired a small amount of stuffing. I'm just gonna make sure that my first row is nice and tight. You can weave that in with a darning needle if you want, just to prevent it, because it's a magic loop. It can come undone, but I'm just gonna stuff mine inside there and not worry about it. I might regret that later, but I'm not going to do it. Okay, stuff your ghost. Make sure she's nice and firm. Adorable. Just adorable. Okay, once you have filled it up as much as you would like, grab your hook and we're going to start closing her up. So this is 12 stitches. So we're going to be doing the next work is going to be done in the back loop, because we just did the front loop only. We're going to be using the back loop to close this up. Find the back loop, pull one through, and then you're going to find the loop of the very next stitch. Again, a little bit tricky to see, but it's possible to find. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of these stitches. That's 1. Okay, we're going to do the same thing in the next 2. So get the back loop, pull up 1, the back loop of the very next stitch, pull up 1, yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, the next one, again, we're going to go through the back loop, 1, and then the next back loop, 2, yarn over and pull through all 3. We've got a couple more to go here. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but hopefully on your piece at home you can see it a little bit better. So I'm going to go in the next back loop, pull up 1, and then the next back loop, pull up 1, yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, keep going. We have, I think this is the last one. Let's see here. Yarn over, pull through 1, and the very last one. Ooh, tricky. Okay, I got it. Pull through another one. There we go. Pull through all of them. And that should be the end of all of the crocheting that you're going to do. Okay, so I have found my darning needle. I am still here. I'm going to take my hook out and I'm just going to pull the thread or pull the yarn all the way through. And then I'm going to attach it to my darning needle. Okay, and we're going to go around and we're going to close up the bottom of this. So it kind of, where we did the first stitch, it kind of leapt over. So we're just going to go through the front stitch of each of the 6 stitches, if that makes sense, the front bar. Okay. Make sure you can see it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think that's going to be enough. I think I've got enough stitches in here. We're going to pull it nice and tight. It looks a little bit sloppy right now, but what we're going to do is we're going to go right through the center of this, and it's going to help it to lay down a bit flatter. So I'm going to pull it all the way up, find a good exit spot. I'm going right through the head and pull. Okay, so it's virtually seamless. It is a tiny, tiny thing, so it's hard to be perfect. What you can do is you can go in and out a few spots with the white. It will not be noticeable, just to secure it a little bit better. I'm gonna just go in here and I'm gonna be cutting that off. Okay. That one's noticeable because it's cinching it, but I'm gonna let it come out of it. I'm gonna cut that off, and the last thing that we need to do is we need to add a couple of little eyes. I think I might use some black beads that I have laying around the house. Okay, so I struggled with his face just a little bit, but I managed to find some suitable size beads in my stash of craft materials. And here is my little tiny baby ghost. I am going to extend a challenge to all of my fellow crocheters. Can you make a ghost even smaller than this cute little baby? Please like and subscribe and comment down below if you're able to make one even smaller than this little cutie.